Hi, and welcome to this video tutorial on how to work with what we call personas as a survey builder in MapUs. This is one of 6 videos showing survey builders how to use the different functions in the Manage Survey module. If you want to unlock the full potential of this module, be sure to check out the other 5 videos. Working with personas is an extension of working with competences, so if you haven't already, I'd advise you to watch our video on competences before you continue with this guide. In order to explain personas and why they might be useful, we go to the Competence Management page. When working with digital competences in an organization, it's important to consider that certain competences can be more or less important depending on the role a person holds. For example, it makes sense that being a digitally competent social worker is completely different from being a digitally competent CEO. However, it can be hard to explain exactly where that difference lies, and this is where personas come into play. A persona is essentially a competence profile that matches a specific digital skill set, which you can create and measure in MapUs just like competences. To illustrate, let's walk through an example. At the bottom of the Competence Management page, I've created a competence which is a persona of what digital management is. The first step in creating a persona is defining and describing what aspects create the ideal type. In this case, what constitutes good digital management. There are many ways to do this, but if you need inspiration, the great thing is that you have our framework to guide you. Like regular competences, personas are built on a set of questions from the survey. If you click the Related Questions tab, you'll see that I've picked 8 questions, and these questions measure the things that I feel are important in digital management. Essentially, the questions represent a long list of digital skills from which you can define the persona you want to measure. The questions I selected have thus been the basis for the definition and description of what good digital management is. It appears as an option when you select what specific competences to include in your report. If I create a report on just this persona, I get a detailed analysis of how well my respondents have scored on the aspects that make up good digital management. That way, it becomes a background filter that you can use on the data to analyze them according to specific criteria you're especially interested in. The great thing is, you can create new personas at any time if new things become relevant to analyze in your organization. This example is just one way to use personas, but you could also create personas on other roles in your organization, or even create a persona on what digital competences are especially important to you in new employees, which you can use for recruitment processes. The possibilities are pretty much endless.